The Luna Show.
I just want to take this time out to thank the ball world for showing me so much love over the years, and I don't understand why I'm a legend and now an icon, but it is the highest compliment that anyone has given me, and I so appreciate. And I appreciate the people who voted for me to be in the Hall of Fame. And as far as I'm concerned, I think that the ladies before me, such as Avis Pendavis, Pepper LaBeija, and Paris Dupree, and Angie Extravaganza, those girls were the trailblazers. So I'm not understanding why I'm here. But thank you for showing me so much love over the years.
You know, the vagina, I'm a sex change, so the vagina does not make me a full, complete woman. Bodily, you know, anatomically, yes, you know, physically, but everything else, no, it doesn't. That doesn't, you know, change me into being a biological female. So I don't live in La La Land, you know, I know who I am and where I started. So when people, you know, assume they're like, oh, that's a dude, that's a man, I like, no, sweetie, I'm not a dude, I'm not a man, I'm transgender. You know, and then they're like, you know, they knew they couldn't hurt me with that, with what they said, so.
So people do treat you different once you tell them you're transgender?
Yes, yes, when I educate them, yes. They're like, wow, okay, she's not bothered, like, you know, well, what's that, you know?
I walk trans man realness, which derived from butch realness. I'm no longer a butch, I'm a trans man now.
Can you tell us a little bit about what a trans man is?
Yes, a trans man is a female to male. So, as I was stating, I started from a butch, which is still a female, and now I'm a trans man because I live my life as a man. I changed my name and my gender, and I live as a man now.
There are so many kids out there who need somebody that they can look up to, and not somebody that's going to encourage them to stay on the street, to take that pill, to smoke that blunt, but really to be there, to get themselves into school, to get themselves, you know, not just a job, but a career. Find what you're good at and find out how you can get paid for it and keep it legal.
You can't ask these kids to respect us as icons and legends if we're not respecting each other. My era, if Paris walked in here right now, it's the utmost respect. I'll never, ever, ever, and we never disrespected the Avises and the Parises and the Dories and the Peppers. No disrespect to them, never. This era is so disrespectful, but then if I listen to the lady upstairs and how her daughter talked to her, in society it's the same thing. So it's just a time. It's the state of of the era of time that we're in right now that we're dealing with. It's not just the ballroom community. A lot of times people get concentrated, you know what I'm saying, on the ballroom community, But look out what's going on outside too, because it's the same things going on. You know what I'm saying? Just a different body, just a different dynamic.
More of the legends in the scene should teach kids in the scene about more categories, and even the different categories, not just the regular same old categories. Like we had stuff like Town and Country, Face of Performance, Skirts Ahoy, stuff like that, you know, or like Hair Affair, Designer's Delight. You know, if we could bring those categories back, that might bring some new blood into the ballroom scene. You know, and it's, you know, I think we also need to keep the old way going. You know, I think that if we don't, we're going to lose a lot of talent in the ballroom scene. You know, I think right now a lot of people are focused on Vogue Femme, which is great, but a lot of the things you can do in the old way, there's no limitations. You can do cartwheels, you can jump off the stage, you can do a lot of things to make the category exciting. Some people say, oh, I don't want to walk the category because it's not exciting. Well, make it exciting. You know, there are really no limits in the old way.
I actually think it's very exciting.
Depending on who you watch, right? It's all about being exciting, crowd pleasing, you know, eye catching. Those are the main things I try to teach when I'm teaching somebody the old way. Because if you're walking the old way, it's a performance category, so you have to perform.
But you've helped change performance over the years. You have your own style. What will you tell other performing girls about it?
Individuality. I think be yourself and do your best. I mean, the ideas that you have, people are going to tell you that you can't do them. People are going to tell you that you ain't going to make it. And I think that is, you keep striving to be the best that you will be the best, as long as you have your own individuality. I mean, a lot of times people don't like certain ways that people vote or whatever, but you have to make them know it. As long as you make them know it, they will learn to get up off you and you will get your life. Everybody has their day.
Yeah, it's all about this, you know what I'm saying, working on your mind and knowing who you are, having confidence, not ego, but confidence. Two totally different things. Yeah. Learning what confidence is, learning what love is, dedication, commitments, and really taking yourself and being at your highest possibility. Don't aim for perfection, but geared towards excellence.
Okay. I've been in the scene since '98.
Since 1998?
Yeah.
Really? Been voguing down since then?
No, been voguing since 2001.
What was your early categories?
Drags Growners.
Do you like doing that?
Nope.
Do you like voguing?
Sometimes.
And what motivates you when you vogue? Like what's in Champagne's mind? You know, because you got to get into some sort of spirit in order to do it.
I mean, it's not really that anything is on my mind. It's just, I just want to go have fun. And sometimes, you know, stuff that you go through in life, that's your way of taking your emotions out, just hitting the runway and getting it out of your system.
I think we need to step up and take action in our communities and be responsible, take responsibility for like things happening in our community and actually contributing. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough people out there contributing in the world to make it a better place, actually, you know what I'm saying? So I just think we need to step up and be responsible for the things that are happening in our community. The fights at balls, we need to stop fighting at balls, just to do it or don't do it, you know what I'm saying? So, and actually just to voice our opinions and also to give people support and make them feel good to bring them up about certain things, not only like boost their morale about ballroom stuff, like, oh, Miss Think You Turned It, but also get them support about like school and all that other stuff too.
You know, there's one thing I want to say, and this is going to be it. When you are who you are, that's who you are. Don't sit up here and act like you're a legend when you know you ain't been walking balls forever. Don't act like an icon if you haven't been, you know, doing it the right way. And don't sit up there and talk about them. I always have this problem. People that always talk about phase. And it's always a beast that does it. It's always a beast.
Well, when I started, a lot of people were hating and trying to tell me the wrong things and stuff like that. But, you know, having beautiful people like Octavia, Danielle, Jennifer Legend, Snow, Evie, Denise, as I said before, they were women that gave us a peace of mind because they went through the struggle we did. So.
Okay, currently I am giving up the ballroom scene slightly but surely because I work now and like my life is about making sure I do the next best thing for me. I came out in 1991, started walking balls, and for years they were entertaining, and now I'm moving on. But I still come to balls, but I don't think nothing could be changed to what I've done already in the ballroom scene. So now I'm having more futuristic plans with my personal life.
What's up? This is Scooter Balenciaga. I'm just here with my father, Jamal Milan, the icon. We wanted to start a class just to help continue the old way tradition. It's not that popular today, you know, so we want to make sure we teach many people so that way it doesn't die out.
You don't have to end like this. You're listening to the music. So if you're doing this spin and the music says boom, right? You go like this. And because your leg is straight, it looks like you're doing something. I'm not even doing anything, but it looks like if you were to take a picture of me, you'd be like, what the fuck is it?
Hello, I'm Greg Miyake Mugler, and what I learned from this experience is the multiple elements of old way, more precise movements, different ways to dips, and I actually took more of an interest in the category, and I actually want to learn more and maybe actually begin to walk old way.
My main focus isn't dancing. My main focus is just changing the world in any way, you know, we can do it. Right now, you know, a forum was for dancing, you know, a forum was MTV. Next, it can be, you know, the White House, Lord knows, you know, like we don't have any limitations, so I don't really want to limit myself to dancing or limit Vogue Evolution to its highest possibility.
Okay, so any words of wisdom that Deja wants to tell the girls?
Just be yourself. Individuality is the key, and never stop. Just keep going.
All right, well, thank you for
this.
Safe
sex is the best sex.
Yes, always, always, always.
Always.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.